Hi, my name is Rafael Tang. I'm from Miri, Sarawak. 21 this year, and let me tell you how I got into STM World Youth Day. I actually started there 3 years ago, and I knew I wanted to join World Youth Day, so I joined. I got a part-time job last year, and but things didn't turn out the way I liked it. I failed a couple of units, pulled out. Martin this year gave me a call, like about just a few months before World Youth Day, and he gave me a call and asked me, "Hey, do you want to join World Youth Day?" And in my heart, I was a bit happy because you don't get a second chance like this. So after within that week, I said yes. Going to World Youth Day was also a big problem because I wasn't in KL. I couldn't attend any of the formation classes, so I really did not have any idea what was going to happen. But since I already said yes, and this time was my second time I said yes, I didn't want to pull out. I wanted to show God I could do this. And that's how it went. World Youth Day was great because I experienced quite a bit of things. If you ask any of the Malaysian contingent, they'll probably recognize me, not because of my long hair, but because I injured myself on the second day of World Youth Day proper after the opening mass, after walking a bit on the first 2 days. I found like my left ankle was a bit swollen at that time. In my head, I thought that this was the end of my World Youth Day, because I never thought that I would get injured so easily. It was quite depressing. I just calmed myself down that night and just pray to God. Hopefully He'll heal it. And things didn't turn out that way. God had plans for me. He wanted me to get bigger swelling. So on the fourth day, Joanne and Chrisabel found out, and it was already swelling to the other side as well of my leg. So it's the whole ankle part was swollen. And by the end of that day, I had to be sent to the hospital because the swelling was the swelling became twice the size of my foot. I was sent to the hospital, and I had to return home in a cast. I didn't have crutches, so Martin had to support me. That old man had to support me. During the next day, during the stay in the hall, I had to take prescribed medicines from the hospital, from the doctor. One of the prescribed medicines was to inject myself every day, and inject you have to with the needle inject. Yeah, that was pretty scary. I've never done it myself before. It was like self-mutilation. It was pretty scary, but that was not the scary part only. But I got a allergic reaction to one of the meds, and I'll show you a picture right now. This is me, puffy eyes. Yeah, I look more Chinese than I ever did before, but it wasn't as bad as it looks. It looks bad, yeah, definitely, but it doesn't hurt as much as it looks. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. The joy of my World Youth Day was a lot. Okay, I can say a lot. On the fifth night, I finally got my crutches. I leaped onto my feet somehow, and I immediately grabbed the crutches. And then my good friends Ashley and Kurt were like, "Yeah, dude, you should practice it out. Go for a walk with it." And yeah, I should. And we went around walking with the crutches, and went around the school, up and down the stairs just to practice. But boy, was it tiring! And I knew that I couldn't go for the 12-kilometer walk, which also kind of depressed me a bit. Yeah, this whole World Youth Day seemed like it depressed me. I was actually having fun. Then on the next day morning, Martin found a wheelchair. I was like, yeah, I could go for the closing mass now. And in the end, I did go for the closing mass. Praise God, it was a great moment. Ashley and Kurt, they just Ashley was the one who pulled me all the way to Campus Misericordia. There was this one time, even a girl came up and offered to drive me, Amanda, and Father Greg home in her car. And that was very, very touching. On the fourth night, even the Johorians, they came and gave me a shower, not in the dorm, please. They brought me down from the dorm to the shower room, and they brought chairs and was very, very helpful. I was overwhelmed with all this kindness. It was truly a blessing to see people giving out acts of mercy. Things I learned from this World Day is that Nothing is ever in my control. Because this is my first time in Europe and so far away from Malaysia. I wanted to see everything. I want to do everything. I want to go to the tourist sites. I want to go all the churches. I want to do everything, but because of my leg, God had to tell me that you got to let me drive, because I'm the one on the wheel. So I had to take a step back and realize that I can't do everything the way I want to. It humbles me to see that I can never be in charge of my own life. Like last year, I sometimes tend to think I can take care of this on my own. I can do this on my own. And in fact, I sometimes just have to rely on him. Like the way I came to this warrior day, just take the leap of faith and just let him drive and don't fight over him for the wheel. Also was that when I'm depressed, I shouldn't stay depressed. Pope Francis said how sad it is to see youngsters stay depressed, because when they fall, they tend to stay there. And he told us that when you fall, don't forget to look up, because Jesus is always there holding out his hand and hoping you can stand back up and walk with him again. And that is one of the good lessons I learned, and will always push me on forward if I ever fall down. That's it. That's my testimony. Hope to see you guys soon. Oh, and by the way, thanks to all of you guys who signed my cast. It really encouraged me. It really pushed me on. Even prayed for me in your hearts. Prayed for me in any other way. Thank you so much. See you guys.